2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. Chris Webber is joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. All out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope. And it's Drummond in at the center position. Well, we've seen some head coaching changes, Greg. We're early in the season. How long does it take to fully implement, do you think, a new system with a new coach?
You know, it's a tough question, Kevin. It really can depend on how difficult or complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. James outside. Right side Davis. Shoots over Bridges. And it's Davis missing. James against Bridges. Comes up empty down low. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
Yeah, the offense looked cohesive last night. Whatever challenge the opposition presented, they answered with confidence.
Clock at 4. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Okay, look how competitive Davis gets for the board. He knows how valuable second shots are.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Charlotte's head coach gave me a few minutes to catch up. This is the first meeting they'll have against LeBron and the Lakers, and coach thinks his team is properly prepared. He told me this is a milestone game for our team. We want to be able to go head-to-head with the Lakers and see how we fare. We're going to learn a lot from this meeting. Win or lose, coach is excited to test his team against LeBron and company. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
Man, the mobility of Drummond is important to his team. When the ball is lobbed his way, it's game over for the defense.
Rozier, the pass to Zeller. Rozier against Schroeder. And the basket by Rozier.
I don't think you can stop Rozier just by getting physical with him. He's too single-minded a scorer to let that stop him.
Now here's Davis. He's coming off a 22-point game against Utah.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots. And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Schroeder against Rozier. Ball from long range. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Oh, I like the floor awareness on display from Rozier. Awesome job finding the open teammate.
And see, well, really, because of that raw athleticism, Rozier was a mid-first round pick back in 2015. And you can see, though, that skill set is evolving.
Well, that's why Charlotte gave him the 3-year, $58 million contract. I mean, the feeling is he's still reaching his full potential. We saw signs of growth last year. Well, it's easy to see why Drummond is one of the strongest guys in the game. Even when he gets bodied, he still gets these shots to fall.
Rozier against Schroeder. Washington kicks to Rozier. Back to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Good footwork by Washington. Works the play to perfection and gets free for a nice shot.
Schroeder against Bridges. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Miles Bridges.
All the officials are all over that one.
Lakers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
At the line for 2.
That's good from Schroeder. And he makes both free throws. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They trail by 1. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
And when they kept getting all those gifts, they took advantage. Turnovers don't mean anything unless you turn them into points.
It's Caldwell Pope with the drive and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And see, Webb, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, GA. I mean, KCP rededicated himself to defense. Tries to do more with less touches now. And that's the mindset you need to have playing with stars going for a championship.
First free throw is good.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. Just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
He's perfect from the line this time. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Rozier against Schroeder. Rozier looking around. Passes it to Bridges. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Schroeder. He had 25 points in the win against Utah. James outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. And he makes good on the layup. Davis has got his second basket.
Embracing contact on the way up. I mean, Davis is terrific at keeping his composure on these challenging finishes.
Rozier kicks the ball. And he banks in the layup. Ball's got 5 now.
Don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Schroeder outside. It's Davis on the wing. He's covered by Washington. Davis, the pass to James. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Oh, he's just super efficient when he's close to the rim. James is like a master at knowing which way to take it.
And there's the pass to Zeller. Now, here's Rozier. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
No clue how he got that one to fall. And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own.
It's tied up with that one. And of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those may have been hard lessons early on, but the development paid off. Rozier's become a much more versatile talent.
Now here's Drummond. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Utah.
But we got to talk about his D2. 4 steals in the game. I mean, a complete all-around effort for him.
Inside, here's Zeller. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Now here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Utah.
I mean, if you look at his free throw numbers, I mean, it shows you how much pressure he put on the defense. He's not a guy who's going to sit back and settle for jumpers. He's going to get to the bucket every time he can.
So it's the Hornets now after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Rozier. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Schroeder. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Schroeder against Rozier. Fires for 3. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
It makes sense. I mean, when you look at where they both finished, there's a reason one team was in the playoffs and the other one was on vacation.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
A floater. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Nice to see Rozier continue to grow his offensive game. How about his soft touch on the floater?
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
Stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. In 3rd, the Lakers.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
Now here's Schroeder. And it's in there. Schroeder's got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, and this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
Graham with the bucket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The Lakers with the ball. Now Harrell. 14 points from him the last game against Utah.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards too.
Yeah, just showcasing his agility in these sets. Harrell's IQ and knowing when to slash is impressive.
Now here's Graham. 29 points for him last game against Minnesota.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy lay.
And it's Schroeder missing. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now, here's Monk. Defense is right there.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Schroeder up top, covered by Biyombo. Schroeder passes to Harrell. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 3rd assist on the night. Charlotte trailing. Pass to Monk. Puts up a 3. Good on the triple.
Well, this is Monk at his finest. Receiving the pass where he wants it, elevating, and knocking down the shot.
LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Schroeder passes to Kuzma. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Bring him against Schroeder. Passes it to Monk. Fires from the line. They get it again. Here's Biyombo. Rejected by Gasol.
Got to be wary of Gasol. I mean, he's good at using his length to turn away shots.
Graham's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Kuzma with it. Now guarded by Monk.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Outside Martin. Here's Horton Tucker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Martin's checked in for P.J. Washington. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. .135 left to play in the first quarter. Three-pointer, Graham. The Lakers with the rebound. Here's Kuzma, and the layup's good off the glass. Kuzma's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Awesome at keeping his balance. Sometimes guarding Kuzma is impossible for the defense.
Monk with the ball. He had 19 points in the win against Minnesota. Here's Martin. Gasol with the rebound. Lakers leading by 5. Schroeder outside. There's the pass to Harrell. Kicks it out to Schroeder for 3. And the rebound goes to Martin.
If you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time.
Monk. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Monk's got 5 now.
It's good to see Monk get chances like this. I mean, easy looks help in getting him into a rhythm.
Here's Schroeder. Can't cash in from close range. Hornets trail by 3. The feed to Monk. A finish. And then Monk with the dunk.
Well, you got to keep tabs on where Monk is. I mean, he's crafty at using his speed to burn you in transition.
Bring him against Schroeder. And the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Lakers lead by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer, but Kyle Kuzma spoke to us before the game about evolving his game.
Biggest area of growth would definitely be on the defensive end and my playmaking ability. This year, I'm just trying to be a consistent defender, find my teammates because I have so much attention offensively. So, I think those are two areas.
Now, having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Well, credit to coaching. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter. Now it's paying off.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. We've got Devontae Graham. Martin is out there with Martin. And there's Bismack Biyombo.
Oh, a nice leaper for his size. Monk is the kind of guy that embraces elevation.
Schroeder against Graham. Here's Harrell. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Here's Graham. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Looking to get it going. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
The Lakers have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for Martin. That's good from Schroeder. Now, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm going to agree with you. To the middle. Here's Davis. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
As a defender, it's so tough to body up Davis. He'll find a way to get to the bucket and the foul. I mean, that's what AD does.
And as he's aged in the league, Anthony Davis's offense has changed. Now much more of a face-up player.
Well, and that's where his game's been headed. His shot has improved, and he can step out to the three, facing up and letting him use his burst. Lets him maximize what he can do.
The Lakers making a switch here. James is checked in. And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and the fire Davis plays with, I mean, it's so special. This guy wants to win and will do whatever it takes to do it.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Monk with the ball. Harrell on him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And part of yet another great Kentucky recruiting class. Monk declared along with De'Aaron Fox, Bam Adebayo, 2 other 5-stars. I mean, talk about an NBA factory. That school is always competitive.
The Hornets have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
first one falls. And Monk made second-team All-American in his only year with the Wildcats, looking unstoppable on many occasions.
I mean, he just overwhelmed college opponents with his athleticism. But you get to the NBA, you find out how many great athletes are in this league. That's when you have to retool aspects of your game, which is what Monk is in the process of doing.
And so he hits both.
There's no question. Monk's ceiling is high. He needs to keep working on becoming a more efficient scorer and a well-rounded player.
Rozier against James. Bounce pass from Drummond. Lets it fly from 18. And Davis can't get it to go.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Lakers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Walls checked in for the Hornets. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Rozier against Kuzma. High post, Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. And it's Drummond missing.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Here's Bridges. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Driving in. Bridges isn't afraid to get physical. Defense underestimates that and fouls him.
The Hornets have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And that one falls for Bridges.
And one of the things that stands out when you see Bridges, that explosive leaping ability.
But yeah, he gets off the ground quickly and makes adjustments in mid-air. There's a smoothness to his athleticism. He's still putting it all together, but there's a lot to work with.
Both free throws good from Bridges. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Rozier, and Davis sends it back.
You can't take that shot in front of Davis. His reach, his height, his timing.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jerry. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
Free throw good, LeBron.
Well, the GOAT watch continues. Every year, every accomplishment goes into the analysis. I mean, LeBron will probably never be able to escape it.
And both free throws good for LeBron. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And here is Ball. 5 points in the game. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Davis finds James. And he goes right over Miles Bridges and slams it down.
And James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
Ball up top. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Rozier. Here's Zeller. Over Caldwell Pope. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Lakers in the lead. Pass to Drummond. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Rozier against James, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
And you look at Ball, he's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend, but, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Rozier against LeBron. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint. Here's Davis. Again, Los Angeles.
And Davis has added strength over his career. I mean, it really helps him inside.
Hornets trail by 5. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Washington's checked in for Martin.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Drummond. Great showing for him last season. He averaged about 17 points a game last year, 15 rebounds, and 2 assists. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
Well, it's his willingness to bang down low or move opponents off the block. Those are valuable contributions.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
In the corner, Drummond with it. From outside, off the mark. Now, here's Washington. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota. Bridges passes to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Serious verticality from Washington. Soars up to the rim and throws it down.
And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Drummond in the post. He's covered by Washington. A fadeaway. And it's Drummond missing. Hornets have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Here's Washington. And they convert at last on attempt number 3. Washington's got 8 points. The Lakers trail. James outside, passes it to Davis. Caldwell Pope against Ball. Caldwell Pope outside. And the pass to LeBron. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. James has got 9 points in the quarter.
They don't need LeBron to hit the 3 all the time. They love it.
James against Rozier. No good on that one. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Now James. He's got 13. Over Rozier. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Caldwell Pope. Now it's a 4-point Laker lead. Hornets have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Rozier against LeBron. Rozier kicks the ball. Down low, 4 on the shot clock. Bridges shot, good.
Now, this is what we saw from Bridges in college, the live body, able to make contact and complete plays.
And the Lakers call time here.
Some numbers from Montrezl Harrell. Last season, he played outstanding. 9th in shooting percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. James finds Schroeder. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the dunk by LeBron.
Defensively, I know we say it every game. You have to try to make someone other than LeBron beat you. Easier said than done.
Pass to Biyombo. Back to Graham. And stolen by James. Schroeder looking around. Gasol tried to free himself up. And that one's good. Schroeder's got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers. And for the Hornets, their shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Graham against Schroeder. Here's Graham. with the floater, and Gasol sends it back. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. He misses the free throw. You know, discussing Biyombo, it's hard not to think back to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers, is it?
I mean, how about 39 minutes? Only 7 points scored, but how about 26 rebounds to lead his team to victory? He actually had a terrific series all the way around and then parlayed that into a $72 million contract the following year.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And thinking back, Biyombo selected 7th overall because of the pre-draft measurements and workouts, which were unreal.
Well, he has a 7'6" wingspan, flashed tremendous speed for his size. He also has showed a mature, positive attitude. He can speak 5 languages. Scouts came away impressed with his total package.
Graham with the ball. There's 1:54 left now here in the second. Washington, that's good. Los Angeles leading by 5. Schroeder outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to James. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. LeBron's got 19 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
And Gasol sends it back. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. It's stolen by Monk. James against Martin. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Harrell. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact.
Over in the corner, Washington. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, P.J. Washington defines what it means to be a modern big. I mean, the hybrid label has been turned into a positive.
Good on both. .35 seconds left to play here in the half. James outside. Pass to Harrell. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The Lakers haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. That's good from Harrell.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Hornets trail by 10. And here is Graham. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 19 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
The story has been the versatility of Giannis, has the ability to dominate in every statistical, mephistical, ballistical category. The gold standard for the positionless basketball.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Charlotte?
Well, they wouldn't have been in as big a hole if they rebounded better. They've got out-hustled, down low, and it cost them some points. They'll be talking about that in the locker room for sure. They know they need to improve on the glass.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's a 10-point game. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 2. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. So it's the Lakers now. Schroeder passes to LeBron. Back to Schroeder. Over Rozier. And it's Schroeder missing. Hornets trail by 9. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And let's check out stats for James. He's coming off an excellent season, putting up about 25 points per, 10 assists and 8 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Free throw good from Washington. He hits both from the stripe. Los Angeles leading by 7. Now here's LeBron. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
That's just great persistence from James. Solid at fighting through contact on his way to the rack.
Ball against Caldwell Pope.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
Rozier against Schroeder with the fadeaway. And Zeller kicks the ball to the inside. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Washington.
A little contact, but Washington stays solid. I mean, he uses some physical play to ensure the bucket.
James, the pass to Davis. Back to LeBron. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You got to be careful around James. Always looking to get to the line whenever you can.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line. LeBron James at the line for 2. And that one misses. And he's good on the 2nd. Hornets trail by 10. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Ball makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
The pass to Davis. To the middle. Here's Caldwell Pope. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Lakers lead by 10.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Ball with the bucket. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Rozier against Schroeder. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Outside, Davis. Floats it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Love the timing Davis has. He has a sense for when to rise up and slam down the alley.
Ball, the pass to Zeller. Back to Ball. Again, the Hornets score.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And he's gotten to his spots and capitalized. He just needs a little more help from his teammates.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Hornets trail by 10. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
D.A., thank you. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Agility, height, hands. I mean, Davis has every advantage on this play. The defense can effectively counter him.
Now Rozier. 9 points in the game so far. Shoots over Schroeder. Got a piece of it.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
He can down it. Beat you up in so many ways. And Davis is giving this D a thumping tonight.
Rozier against Schroeder. Outside, Ball. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his 5th assist in this one. Los Angeles calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. The Hornets also with a sub. Martin's checked in. Lakers leading by 11. Schroeder outside. Shoots it. And the jumper is good. Schroeder's got 13. So Rozier will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. To the wing on the left. Ball with a wide open look. And too long on the shot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Caldwell Pope's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And the versatility of Caldwell Pope, not just the score from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
Schroeder against Rozier. Out left to the wing. Bridges, no one around him. That 3 off the mark. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot it.
Oh! Tell us how you really feel about that finish. All around player. Kuzma's very solid at finding his guys in their spots.
Back to Ball. Down low. Here's Rozier. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Caldwell Pope outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here's Bridges. 8 points for him. He kicks it to Ball. Connects from three-point range. Ball's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Hornets. Los Angeles leading by 12. Schroeder outside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
To talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other. But ultimately, nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And making an immediate impact in this league, Graham was a tremendous find in the second round.
Yeah, the 34th pick in 2018. Some scouts felt he had a low ceiling, but someone who never loses confidence because he's had to prove himself at every level. That makes you battle tested, and it prepares you to affect winning.
To our rookie leader, we'll look at this month's steal leaders among the young guys. LaMelo Ball, 3rd.
And if those numbers show us anything, it's how good he is at picking up on ball handlers' tendencies and knowing when to make his move.
Kuzma finds Gasol to the paint. Here's Schroeder. And the shot goes in. Schroeder's got 18 points.
There's not enough space for him to get to the rim. I mean, and the finish is flawless.
Ball against Kuzma. Gasol with the steal. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Now here's Graham. He's guarded closely. That one doesn't go.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Schroeder. Monk with a double team. Horton Tucker. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Horton Tucker's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Inside, here's Monk. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Kuzma with it. And good that time. 8 points for him.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Charlotte. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Shooter comes with the double team. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. Last season, he played outstanding. 3rd in blocks, 10th in scoring, and he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And you don't finish top 3 in blocks unless you're truly inspired. He combined supreme hustle with keen awareness. You've got to love this guy. Combo trying to break free. The shot's good from Monk. Monk's got 19 points.
Once Monk starts heating up, he's dangerous. I mean, he's sometimes able to flat out take over games with his scoring ability.
Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Schroeder against Graham. Monk with the ball. 19 points in the game. Martin wide open. He fires. And a miss there on the triple.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Horton Tucker. Here's Harrell. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harrell's got 11 points.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Passes to Graham. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the 3-pointer. Graham's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Count that bucket.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him. Get that lead even bigger.
Hornets trail by 20. The pass to Biyombo. Graham surveying the floor. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. LeBron's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. .127 left to play in the 3rd. Great positioning on the putback.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the 2nd half, getting away from the 3-point shot.
Pass to Harrell. LeBron left side. Banked in off the glass. James has got 7 now in this quarter.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Graham against Schroeder. Here's Biyombo. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And so Graham will bring it up for the Hornets. 32 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Makes it off the glass.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced. Schroeder
outside. Pass to Horton Tucker. Harrell with it. 6 to shoot. Trying to get open. It's Davis, and it's Harrell missing. Passes it to Monk. And here is Washington. Graham from outside. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Los Angeles, sitting at a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Lakers leading by 21. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for Charlotte, Monte Graham is out there with Monk. Then there's P.J. Washington. Then it's Bridges, and it's Biyombo at the 5 spot. The pass to Washington. Back to Graham. Chris, we've seen in the three-point contest, they've added a pair of deep shots worth extra points. You know, if the league decided for the All-Star game to test out a 4-point line, what would you think of that?
I'm not sure about the 4-point line yet. I think we'll always have time for that, but I don't think it's a need to rush for that. I think that until everyone can shoot like Curry or most guys can shoot like that, let's just not change it because one or two guys can. When we look at offensive efficiency and other statistics, still a lot of ways that this game can be improved with the line where it is. I love the NBA welcoming innovation, but this is something that I think we're jumping ahead of time. Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one. Oh, come on. You can't allow James to get that position down low. Once he does, he's looking to dunk it.
Charlotte's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And the rejection by Harrell. Goes up. And it's slammed in by Davis.
But when the ball goes to Davis to ensure they convert, he's such a reliable finisher.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And it's finished off by Graham as he lays it in.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Doubled by Bridges. Schroeder finds Caldwell Pope. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Bridges. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. Charlotte calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
tip-off here for the Lakers. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Defended by Gasol. Now, here's Rozier. Guarded closely. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wanamaker. Charlotte no good that time either.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Martin. He feeds it to McDaniels. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the left side wing. Rozier with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Awesome body control from Rozier that time. Real hard to get a shot up and in while taking a hit.
Chris, you played for 5 different teams in your career and a number of different coaches. As you look back, what percentage of great coaching is X's and O's? And what percentage is just inspiring your players and getting them motivated?
X's and O's are probably the most important. You need a coach that can adapt his system to the players on his team, to the teams that are coming up, that can adjust in coaching style. And so I definitely think as far as that, the coaching, the skill set, and the play calling is definitely important. And I think motivation has a part to play as well. Ball handlers like Rozier lift the whole team. I mean, his personality and attitude keep morale high through the entire game.
Pass to LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Pass to Zeller. Now, here's Rozier. He's guarded by Schroeder. And it's Rozier missing.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for the Lakers. The Hornets also with a sub. Martin's checked in for Washington. That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. And when rookies come in, there's a lot to learn, especially managing money. And Chris, the league is trying to help players manage those large salaries.
Well, players have great resources now that are available to them, and so it's great that the league has lended a hand and said, hey, if you need any help, don't be afraid to reach out.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Caldwell Pope against Ball. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
It's LeBron with the drive.
What about the incredible ball control of James right there? A true point forward who handles the ball well.
For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Bridges passes the ball. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Lakers have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Here's Caruso, defended by Bridges, and they double up Davis. Here's Drummond, 5 to shoot. That shot, no good. And the Hornets now going the other way. The kick out to Rozier. Off target with his three.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Here's Caruso, covered by Martin. Kicks it out to LeBron. And they double up LeBron to the inside. And that one's good, Caruso.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Outside, Martin. Now the pass to Rozier. Three-pointer. Knocks down the 3 ball. Rozier's got 6 here in this quarter.
Even from long range, Rozier plays with real intensity. He's always on the attack.
James left side. And LeBron throws it down.
He's having a great night from the floor. They're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Ball against Caldwell Pope. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And it's Rozier again missing. Here's Caruso. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
Rozier finds Martin. Now, here's Ball. Davis with the double team. Outside, Martin. Over LeBron. No good off the front iron. Caldwell Pope outside. That's tipped. A putback. It's good on the putback.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Ball against Caldwell Pope. And here is Ball. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 13-5 run here. LeBron has doubled. It's Davis on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to James. Davis has got 28.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Caldwell Pope against Ball. Chris, you had some great battles with those guys in the 2020 Hall of Fame class, like Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett. And I know you're going to join them in Springfield in the Hall of Fame soon as well.
Oh, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. It was an honor playing against these guys. You know, when you think about Kobe and the Mamba mentality, as a friend, you just missed that competitive spirit, and it was an honor to call him an opponent and a friend. Tim Duncan, you had to be prepared when you went up against him and his great Spurs team. And same with Kevin Garnett, just energy and passion, and one of my favorite players of all time. So it was an honor playing against them and an honor to call them friends.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Morris is checked in for Drummond. Dudley comes in for James. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Now here is Martin. Pass to Wanamaker. And Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Martin's in the post. He's guarded by Dudley. There's the lob to the hoop and finished off by Martin.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. To the middle. Here's Matthews. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Matthews has got his first 2 points of the night.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Wanamaker. He's guarded by Davis. A lot of big decisions have fallen on Adam Silver's shoulders, the commissioner of the NBA. And Greg, I think you and I agree, by all accounts, he has succeeded with flying colors. And wouldn't you agree?
No doubt about it. I mean, I don't know that you could have had a better person for the times. Adam Silver is to be commended, but I think also appreciated, not just from the players and the owners, but I think our fans should also appreciate who he is as a person. I've often said that commissioners typically work for the owners. He's the one commissioner, no matter the sport, that I've always felt like was a partner of the players as well.
Davis drives in, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Charlotte called for the foul.
You see the athleticism there when Davis is driving? It's hard to guard him without foul.
First free throw is good. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. The Hornets shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Martin against Dudley. Here's Wanamaker. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
You know, Chris, every season we see teams in a given game or series. They just don't seem to have that same energy. What are some of the reasons teams fall flat?
Well, I think sometimes, you know, the stakes are a little bit higher in the playoffs. The other team is playing hard. Some teams have never gotten to that level before. Some teams, you know, let their guards down at times. You know, then you try to turn it on, but you're already on the ropes.
Here is Matthews. 1:37 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Caruso, covered by Martin. Out to Morris. This one for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important. Here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
He's had an effect on every part of this game, a triple-double. What more can you say? It's been a one-man show. Today was a good day.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Wanamaker. Charlotte no good that time either. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 16-7 run. Pass to Caruso. Back to Morris. Passes it to Caruso. Morris with the ball. Misses from short range. Here's Wanamaker. And So it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. You know, the ball movement was great. Everybody's rebounding and talking. So when we play like that, it's fun to watch. You know, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotion. That's all we asked. That's all Coach asked for, and we did that tonight.
Good win tonight, AD. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.